This is why all Christians should tithe. Oh my goodness, he's talking about the tithe. Yes, I am, and I'm probably going to upset a lot of religious people talking about this. So let's talk about it. See, a lot of people have this misconception. This is a common argument regarding the tithe. Tithing's part of the old covenant, and we live in the new covenant with Jesus. Therefore, tithing doesn't apply to us. Now, it's true in the sense we do live in the new covenant, and yes, tithing is part of the old covenant, but tithing actually plays a big part in our new covenant with Jesus. So let's talk about that new covenant. Last week, we talked about how part of our new covenant is we can live free from poverty. Jesus came from heaven to earth, took poverty upon himself so we might be made rich, meaning you don't have to be poor. You don't have to be broke. You don't have to be that stereotypical poor, broke college student. You can live free from that. And it happens when you grab hold of those promises by faith. And I truly believe when you grab hold of these promises by faith, you will start to see God shift your finances in a positive direction. Now, going back to the tithe, how does it play a part in our new covenant with God? James 2:26 says this, "For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also." We have faith in our new covenant with Jesus. In fact, it was faith that got us put into this new covenant with Jesus. And it's what tithing is. Tithing is an act of faith. See, it's good to believe that you're prosperous, and yes, prosperity belongs to you, but the tithe is an act on that faith. And God, being the absolute good God he is, isn't going to leave you high and dry. Listen to this. Malachi 3:10 says, "Bring all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house, and try me now in this." This is the only time God says, "Test me." So listen up. God says, "If I will not open the windows of heaven and pour out such a blessing that there will not be enough room to receive it. Try me now in this, says the Lord of hosts, if I will not open for you the windows of heaven and pour out such a blessing that there will not be enough room to receive it." There is a promise attached to tithing. See, when you tithe, which is a 10% of your gross income, and you do it by faith, you are acting on your covenant with Jesus, and there's a blessing attached to it. And in fact, when you're doing that, you are putting God's hand of blessing in your finances. So no, the tithe isn't void just because it's part of the old covenant. It is a declaration of faith in your covenant with Jesus. Now, I don't think the Lord's quite done with this series yet, so stay tuned for part 3. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and leave me a comment down below what your thoughts are on this. I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.